Hey guys, Books Nelson here with another breakdown. Today we're going to be doing the bold cards, and we will also be doing these playoff cards as well, but that will be in a separate video because there are a lot of those cards, and I don't want this to be 3 hours long. I talk too much anyway. Let's get right into the content. So, all right, first YouTuber thing, please like, subscribe. All right, right into the content. So first things first, let's go ahead and look at, there was a card I skipped. That was DeAndre Aon when I first recorded this video, but I decided to wait so that I can tell you guys the requirements of all of these cards as well. I will be doing the requirements at the end of the video. I'm just going to read them off all at one time. But for now, let's get into the cards. So the DeAndre Aon card, this card is very, very similar to your Walker Kessler card. Great release. Kessler, I think, has an absolutely amazing release. He's a little bit better of a shooter. He has some stats and badges over Kessler. Kessler has some stats and badges over him. But overall, very similar cards. I will say that Aon, if you are running a coach that has ball handling, will be able to dribble the ball. You are going to need to give him handles for days, but he does have the Kemba escape, which just gives him a little bit more. He's not going to be a true 5-out center, but he does have some of that ability. I think he's a pretty solid card that can make your lineup. I don't know if I'd run him at the 4 because of this 87 speed. I just think that he would get cooked versus some of the higher end 4s, but I do think he would be perfectly usable in triple threat. Although again, I would recommend buying Artis Gilmore first and foremost. Artis Gilmore is fantastic, top 5 center in the game in my opinion. But I think DeAndre Aon can sneak into some of those lineups in the backup center position, depending on who you have. If you haven't gotten a lot of luck with the dark matter bigs, you might want to run this guy. And I think he can hold his own. I think he'll be pretty good. He's going to shoot well. He's going to defend pretty decently. He's a reasonable athlete, 94 strength. You're going to want to throw a shoe on that. 87 speed, you want to get that to at least a 90, right, with your strength shoe. And then with the ball handling, maybe just give him a little extra sauce to give you. I don't really think he needs a shooting shoe, to be honest with you. He's going to be all on catch and shoot stuff anyway. He'll be totally fine. 90 driving dunk. Let's go ahead and look at these dunk packages. Nothing amazing. And nothing off of 1. So he's going to be mostly a standing dunker, but I will want to take a look at that in game to see if any of those dunk packages look a little better in game than they do on paper. But yeah, solid, serviceable big man that I do think can play. But if they have a power card at the highest level, I don't recommend him over the Gilmores and the Wilts and even the Hakeems. But I do think he's pretty solid overall as a big. All right, moving on. We're not going to do Neek just yet. Okay, Matt Barnes. I had this Matt Barnes up because I was actually doing the comparison between the two cards for the animations. So long story short, Matt Barnes, I think he might defend a little better than it looks like on paper. He doesn't look fantastic as a defender on paper. He's solid. Gold movable, a lot of good steal stuff, some Hall of Fame badges here. But at the end of the day, animation-wise, basic dribble style, normal signature size up, that's just a death sentence. Dame escape, Jordan Poole combo moves. You're not putting the rock on the floor with this card and getting past anybody, as far as I can tell. Maybe if you guys find some sauce with the card and you want to tell me about it, I'll be happy to revise my opinion. But as it is, he looks like a filler card that is just, a solid 3-and-D guy. But even within that, I don't think he holds up to the OG Anunobis of the world. I think OG Anunoby can actually play in, a competitive environment. I don't think this card has the stats and the size to really play in a competitive environment. I think he's just kind of solid. All right, not Dominique yet. Eric Gordon. We can get through Eric Gordon very quickly because Eric Gordon is not very good. He's 6'3". He doesn't have pretty much any seriously good animations. I don't know. I'd have to really dig deep into his bag to see if he can do anything. But the main thing is, I just don't see a reason to use the card. He looks like a filler card, which is fine. And, 96 speed is great. 97 3-pointer is awesome. 80 driving dunks, not great. So basically he's, got the weaknesses of a Kyle Korver, but I don't know if he has any of the strengths of Kyle Korver with that shot because his shot timings are normal. So yeah, we're not going to spend too much time on him. Out of the pink diamonds, I would definitely say DeAndre Aon is the clear one that could make your lineup. I don't see any reason anyone would play Eric Gordon. If you were going to play a pink diamond from the bold sets, there are many other better pink diamonds to choose from. And even at point guard, that World Be Free is probably way better than this card. All right, moving forward, Dominique Wilkins. Dominique Wilkins looks absolutely fantastic. So I've liked Dominique Wilkins cards all year, and I want to touch on one thing real quick when addressing this Dominique Wilkins. So we often have a bias in the community towards one play style, right? The 3 hunting competitive play style. But the truth is, I don't think that's everyone's experience in my team. I think a lot of people rim run, have different styles, and for that reason, I think a card like Dominique Wilkins might have more value to some people in the community than others. Because if you're a heavy rim runner, you're looking at a 99 driving dunk. 99 driving dunk, I'll say it again. That looks absolutely insane. And this card does the job very well. When you look at these dunking animations, I mean, he just has everything you want. We'll briefly look at his SIGs over here. He does get some massive upgrades over his other cards, and he didn't move poorly because he did have that Curry slide. But now he gets the Michael Jordan dribble style with the Westbrook signature size up. Shout out to Kevin Cruz, who recently put out some vids talking about this size up that he's using on his small guard. If I'm not mistaken, please follow him if you don't already and you follow me. But yeah, this Westbrook size up has some kind of built-in hezzies. Now he's using it in combo with the Kyrie Irving dribble style. Spoiler alert, we'll see some of that later. But with the Michael Jordan dribble style, it should still be pretty good. And with the Chris Paul hesitation, you will be able to hezzy cancel out of everything. And this hesitation works really well in a lot of scenarios. So yeah, Trey Escape, LaMelo Ball combo. We've got to take a look at what that is. Rudy Gay has it. I think that's okay. Nothing super special. But the Curry slide, Kawhi Leonard crossover. Who else has that? Clyde has it. Julius Randle has it. Yeah, it's probably solid. I'm going to definitely have to take a deep dive into this card, and we'll see at the end of the video if I will be doing that to see how annoying his objectives are. Be a pro leaner and normal 2-hop jumper, which I do like a lot. So I think this is just a really well-rounded card who's an elite slasher, good dribbler, and I do think as a shooter, he should be fine. I don't have a problem with the Dominique Wilkins jump shot, and I imagine on very quick, it probably feels pretty good, especially with the, the leaner and the hop jumper. I haven't used this pro leaner in a while, but the Terrence Ross has it. Yeah, I have to definitely take a look at this pro leaner and get that into my memory bank because I haven't seen it in a little bit. I don't remember the strengths and weaknesses of it. So look for the full breakdown on Dominique, as long as it's not like, score 40,000 points with a Hawks player. We'll probably be getting this card and breaking them down. But I think he looks pretty good. I think he actually does make some people's lineups, especially if you haven't broken through and gotten like a Dr. J or Ron Artest yet. A lot of the best shooting guards are behind gambling. I think this guy might be some people's favorite 2-guard because of that play style, that slashing play style. All right, Bam Adebayo. So Bam Adebayo, I said this in the breakdown. I think DBG also said this, and I totally agree with the sentiment because I said it. Also, I'm not saying he took it from me, but I think we just had the same thought. Triple threat, this guy is going to be an elite secondary triple threat player. I think he's going to be so good as your second guy in triple threat. You look at dribbling wise, I almost compare him to a Tyler Hansborough. Now, Tyler Hansborough is a little smaller and maybe a little better as well. But I do think he can. Tyler's more of a good 1. I think this guy's more of a great 2, right? So Melo size up with Kobe dribble style. That's going to work just fine. The Melo size up works really well with the Kobe dribble style. Kobe escape, also very good. James Harden combo moves, best in the game, right? That James Harden combo moves. I don't think there's anyone that's better. There are other good ones, but that is the best. James Harden behind the back, second best one in the game for half court creation of shots. And we have to, so this is another one we have to try the card really to see how this shot works with that James Harden. Because if this is a quick release with this James Harden, we're looking at a card that might actually be out of this world. Not much of a leaner. Good hop jumper though. Great hop jumper. Normal hop jumper is fantastic in my opinion. Chris Paul moving step back's pretty good. And the Pro Hezzy, I think he might have Halliburton's Pro Hezzy. If he has Halliburton's Pro Hezzy, that is one of the best Hezzies in the game, the Halliburton hesitation. So we're talking about a card that, for the most part, has top tier SIGs. Not literally the best, like say a Dr. J or something like that, but top tier SIGs. And 6'9", and we know he's going to just defend out of his mind because he's Bam Adebayo, right? Almost every single defensive badge on Hall of Fame. Let's go ahead and refresh this and get there we go. We got our current gen badges up. So yeah, so we see here just loaded, right? I mean, I would even go as far as to say if I was using this card, if you have a Hall of Fame pick dodger, go ahead and give it to him because he's probably just absolutely maniacal. The only badge he really needs is this Agent 3. I'm not sure about his free throw form. So, you know, I don't know how much you're giving that badge out. You probably got a couple of spare ones. And special delivery, why not give it to him? You probably have some spare ones that you could just throw on him. Since he doesn't need any badges, you might as well just complete the story and give him the badges he doesn't have, just so you can say he has literally every badge in the game, gold or Hall of Fame. But yeah, this card looks fantastic. 87 3 ball, definitely put a shoe on that. I'd put a shoe on the speed and the strength. I don't think he needs much else besides that. I would put it on the pass accuracy, because we see here he's got almost 99s on the rebound. So with that rebound, the pass accuracy becomes more important. Pass accuracy and rebounding, these two attributes are tied to one another, right? So if you get rebounds, you want to be able to chuck that ball up court and score. So you want this as high as possible. And this is not a bad rating, but I want it to be a great rating. So I would definitely do that with his shoe, since he 100% doesn't need anything on the finishing. He needs I wouldn't say he needs it on athleticism. I think the athleticism is nice to have. And I would give it to him on a 3-point shot, just for that Agent 3 versatility, so that if you're hitting people with that hard and behind the back and cooking them with Bam Adebayo, you might be in a great situation as far as that goes. Obviously, I'll be honest, I think some of you guys might even run this guy at the 1 in triple threat and have him, and I apologize for those of you hearing this, him, Bill Russell, Artis Gilmore, or him, you know, your secondary guy, and like your center, you know, your Bol, or if you guys got lucky with any of those good dark matters, he might be a good cheesy one out there, because I imagine he can probably defend just about anybody. So yeah, loving what I'm seeing from this Bam Adebayo card. Looking forward to trying him out. And I wouldn't be a Knicks fan if I didn't mention this guy needs to stop rolling over ankles. I'm gonna just leave it at that. All right, Bam. I like Bam as a player. He seems like a cool guy, but he needs to stop injuring people. If you watch Miami Heat games, and I'm not just talking about the Knicks, you know, we're going to keep it moving. But yeah, is that it for this collection? I think that's it. Besides, now, I put in the title here, 100 overall Westbrook. This was not clickbait. All right? This was not clickbait, because for me, I look at this card who has basically 99 everything. And if they came out with a 100 overall Westbrook card, I think it would be like the Michael Jordan. There'd be no difference, right? Like the same way there's basically no difference between that Michael Jordan 100 overall and the, you know, the dark matter Michael Jordan. I think the same thing is true with Russell Westbrook. They absolutely juiced this card out of his mind. And the thing is, what he doesn't have 99, you can get there with a shoe. Interior defense, give him the +4. +4 3-point shot, and now he's got 99 3, 99 interior. You see all the rest of these stats on screen. Not going to read everything, but basically they're 99s across the board. So 100% 3-point shot, strength, interior defense, and the last one, you do what you want, because basically everything else is at a 99. So maybe 99 mid. I don't know if that even changes how it feels to shoot his mid-range shot, because it feels pretty good. So that having been said, this is dark. This is 100 overall Russell Westbrook, in my opinion. And I'm really curious about that, because Russell Westbrook, when we look at his animations, this might be the test case of how long can a 6'3" card play in 2K24. Because I think he might be the last 6'3" in the game that can be on a lineup, right? And you know, he's going to be an elite at finishing. He's going to be absolutely super fast. And, you know, Westbrook's one of those cards that feels extra athletic, even if the numbers are the same as other cards. I don't know if it's his motion style or the secret sauce that we talk about. I still have to figure out a nice video to prove that to you guys, because I can basically prove to you guys that there's more to cards than just the stats and badges. And everybody knows this. If you've played with a Kawhi card, you know his 99 defense is different than if they just throw 99 defense on a different card. It's just different when Kawhi does it, right? So without getting too much into that tangent, animation-wise, he's excellent. So we talked about that Kevin Cruz video. And Kevin Cruz showing his small guard animations. He's running Russell Westbrook's size up with the Kyrie Irving dribble style. And the size up has kind of that built-in hesitation I've told you guys about, where it gives you a good rhythm. You can be very rhythmic with your dribble. And then with the Kyrie Irving dribble style, you can explode out of that rhythmic dribble. Now, with the tray escape on top of that, you've added L2 canceling. I got to take a look at Russell Westbrook's moving crossover. I haven't used Westbrook cards this year, which is very strange, but it's just one of those things, you know, sometimes you get a card a little late. He's out of your rotation already. That's what happened with Russ. He never really had his time for me, but Yeah, I think he can be really good. I'm not sure about this behind the back. Oh, Halliburton. If he has the Halliburton behind the back, he's good to go. That's a really good behind the back. Jason Tatum moving step back. Okay, so here's the thing about this Tatum moving step back. I brought this up before. Last gen, this guy's going to be incredible. If you're playing him on last gen or on mobile, this moving step back is the best one in the game. And it probably makes him one of the best point guards in the game. I got to see what that release looks like on last gen. But in terms of dribbling wise and attacking the basket, this Jason Tatum moving step back is going to be crazy. So you're not seeing too many cards that I would have used that with. So we'll see. This moving step back might be a little tiny bit of an Achilles heel on next gen. Got to see what it looks like. But yeah, this card, I mean, he just looks fantastic. Pro 2 leaner, upgraded from his own personal leaner. So that's a major one. I'm not familiar with the Westbrook hop jumper, so we'll take a look at it. So hopefully we'll be getting this card. And now we'll go to the point in the video where I'm going to look at my other screen. Sorry, I'm not switching it here. If I was on my other computer, I'd be able to show you guys. But for now, I'm just going to read these off to you and tell you what these requirements are so we can see if any of them are annoying. And done. All right. So the bold 5 requirements down the line are, there we go. Okay, so just 2 Rockets wins, 13 players for Eric Gordon. Multiplayer threes, only 20. Multiplayer threes for Matt Barnes, that's really easy. 25 blocks in TTO or regular triple threat for Ayton, also very easy. 200 points in the paint with Heat players over multiple games for Bam Adebayo. That is so easy. So easy. Small forward dunks, 150 small forward dunks with Dominique Wilkins. Also very, very easy. 5 triple doubles. We expected that. We knew the triple doubles would be in there. Win 10 games in a row excluding challenges. Pretty easy. And multiplayer point guard assists. Also very easy. So Russell Westbrook is a very, very easy card to get. I think the people who really want this card will have him at the end of the day. I don't know if I'm one of those people. But at some point, you guys will most likely get breakdowns of all of the good cards in this set. Definitely the Opals and the Westbrook card. So yeah, that is going to be it for this one. I will see you guys in the next video where we'll be breaking down the playoff set. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for all your support as usual as we go on this road to 1,000. That's going to shut it down for us. Peace out.